going into this game was to play a complete game, start fast, finish, and I think we probably did that as well as we've done all year. So the players were focused, and we had 3 straight scoring drives right off the bat. First play against the defense, we didn't execute exactly right, and they made a big play, but we got to stop, and very pleased with the fact that we got to play a lot of players. Almost played a whole quarter and a half of a lot of different players, and maybe there were a few more we wish we could have played as well. But overall, pretty pleased with the way we played. It was the plan to play Blake some in the second quarter, regardless of how it was going in the game, for his development as a quarterback that may have to play at some point in time down the road. So, and he did some good things when he was in there. I thought Jalen played well. You know, the only injury that we really have probably is Damian Harris has an ankle sprain. He'll be day to day. I don't know what his status will be. Darius Stewart will probably start doing some work this week. Still questionable as to whether he'll be ready for this game this week, and Robert Foster probably will be questionable as well. So that's basically the injury report. I know we had a couple other guys come out of the game, but they all went back in the game and really didn't have a problem.
Start over here with Aaron.
Just wondering, were you pleased with the execution in terms of how clean we played, limited the penalties and stuff like that?
Yeah, it was better, much better. It's been what we've been trying to emphasize. And I think we only had 1 false start today, which was, monumental. But I thought we did a nice job of controlling line of scrimmage, had, good balance on offense, and did a pretty good job of executing overall.
Come back over here with Michael.
Just want to ask first about the shifting some guys at guard with Strank and Wesley Cotton coming in, and also did the Matt Wilson touchdown pass, was that something you guys have been drawing up for him as a linebacker?
Well, Matt Wilson's been playing in goal line and short yardage all season in that formation. So that's his position, that's what he plays. This was not really a play necessarily for him, but it was for whoever was in that position to complement the other things that we did. And he made a nice catch, and I'm happy that he was able to score a touchdown. Also happy that he got to play a significant amount on defense as well, which will certainly help his development.
Go back over here to Mark in front for Nat.
Yeah, with Damian going out, we got to see Joshua Jacobs in an extended role. How did he play in your opinion?
He did a nice job today. DJ Emmons got to play a little bit more. We played Bo a little bit more, but got a little banged up, and he could have gone back in and played, but we just left him out. He's got a thigh bruise and could have gone back in the game, but would like to play him more as well. So those 3 guys will be the guys that have to get the reps if Damian's unable to go, and they've all played a significant amount, and I think they can do a good job for us.
We'll come over here on the left with Tony.
Coach, what did you see from Xavier on punt return, and is that a role that you think he's going to stay in, or is it?
Well, we've been wanting to give him an opportunity to get back there, but the 2 balls hit the ground that gave them a lot of field position. So probably about 50 yards worth. So I know he had a punt return for a touchdown. He's a very explosive guy, but he's got to make good judgments and good choices and decisions, because possession of the ball is the most important thing. And I thought he did a good job back there, except for getting a couple balls fielded. So we need more guys to be able to play on these teams, so that we can not have to play guys that are starters, especially if they can make a significant contribution. And we think he's a guy that might be able to do that as a returner, and I think it was a good experience for him today.
A couple more in the back with Scott.
Hey Nick, I was wondering what you look for in a game like this in comparison to a scrimmage for player development. What do you look for in a game specifically, beyond just a long run?
Well, what I was looking for today was for our team to play a complete game. That was the goal. I don't think we played one all year long. Whether we started poorly in the Southern Cal game, or I wasn't really pleased with the Western Kentucky performance last week, where 24-3 and then go on a 45-6 run. I mean, you gotta be more consistent, so that was the goal for today. Incomplete can be a habit, and complete can be a habit. So we'd like to develop the habit of being a complete team that can go out there and play down in and down out with some kind of consistency and not make mental errors that are going to contribute to the other team and make them beat you physically. And that was the goal that we had today, and for whoever played. I think for the most part we got that done.
A few more here, we'll go up front. Black.
Coach, if you would, talk about Cam Sims' performance today.
Cam Sims did a nice job. He's finally healthy and getting an opportunity now with some guys out. We've always had a lot of confidence in Cam. He made a great catch. It was a good throw by the quarterback, back shoulder throw against bump and run. Cam's a big guy that's got great hands and great range as a ball catcher, and certainly somebody that we feel like can be very productive for us. So it was good to see him make some plays today, and I'm sure that'll enhance his confidence in the future.
Last two, Alex and Terry.
Just curious, how important was it for the defense to get that shutout, especially after a few weeks ago, get the late score? And
Well, I think it's more important that we got a lot of guys to play. I don't think they would have scored or had an opportunity to score if we would have continued to play good players, some of our starters, but it was really more important to me to get the other guys an opportunity to play and develop, and they'll have to learn from their mistakes, and they also can gain confidence from some of the things that they did well. So that was the most important thing in my opinion today, and it was good to get a shutout. I know that all the players were happy about that, but it's one game, and we need to play at a little more consistent standard, because it was not something that was all that good a week ago in terms of how we played.
Last one with Terry.
With Darius Stewart out, did the passing game work out the way you wanted, or was it not at the level you expected?
I'm sorry?
With the Darius Stewart out, the passing game, was it where you wanted it to be still?
Well, I thought that, we got O.J. Howard involved, a little more today, made a couple explosive plays, and, that's what we need to do. And I thought that we threw the ball effectively. I think our pass protection needs to continue to improve. Sometimes we got pressure in the pocket that we'd rather not be getting, so the quarterback can throw the ball on time. I think it's something that we need to continue to work on to improve, but I was pleased with the job that the guys that played today did at receiver, and I thought the quarterbacks did a pretty good job as well.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.